I'm Liz Larson with Cognomovement Systems. Can I ask you a question? We're 2 days away from the new year, 2022. Are you on the verge of becoming New Year's resolution roadkill? You know what I mean? You make a resolution, you're going to do it, you're going to hit the mark, and within about 3 days, you aren't doing anything, or you're beating yourself up because you haven't done anything, or you haven't started yet, or you postpone the date that you're going to start. And then by the end of the month, by February 1st, even, you've forgotten all about it, or you're feeling terrible because you haven't even started, or your problem has actually gotten bigger because you're so frustrated about it that you haven't been able to change it. Let me share with you the 3 most significant reasons that resolutions just don't work and why people don't reach their goals in general. Are you ready? The first one is that the goal or the resolution is just too big. It's not clear enough, mainly. So something like, I want to lose weight in 2022. Well, how much weight? How much do you need to lose specifically each week to get that goal? That kind of leads me into problem number 2. It's fantasy. So many New Year's resolutions borderline on the realm of fantasy that you don't really ever have to start doing them because you know it's probably not going to work out anyway. But somewhere in there is something you really do want. You've probably had the same fantasy for many, many years. So many people set the same resolution for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and never reach the goal. But do you want to know number 3? And it is the real reason that New Year's resolutions, goals in general rarely work. It's because your nervous system thinks they're unsafe. That's right. You can let yourself off the hook because this is not your fault, not your logical mind anyway. It's that your nervous system keeps you away from taking the steps you need to create that goal because the nervous system is keeping you safe and alive. And somewhere in that pattern, that system between your brain and your body that runs along the power lines in your spine, somewhere there is a glitch that says, nope. You know what it's like? It's like a governor that keeps you ratcheted back. You're like a Maserati that could go 300 miles an hour, but has a governor that keeps you under 100. That's what your nervous system has been doing to you, or for you really, around each of these goals. Did you know that really only about 30% of people in the US every year create very specific New Year's resolutions? Now, the truth is, I suspect that it's more like 90% of people have them in the back of their minds and never even get to the finish line of making the resolution. But of those 30% of people, after the first week, many drop off. After the second week, many drop off. But by the end of the year, only 7% of people actually achieve their goal. I suspect it's probably less than that. So most people, 90%, 7% of people are really resolution roadkill and suffer through the year only to make that goal again the next year. Think about it. How many years have you had the one that you're just on the verge of making right now? So I may have a solution for you. In fact, I know I do. But before I share it with you, let me tell you about the people who have achieved their goals. Within this year, we had a person manifest a Porsche within about a week. We had another one of our practitioners manifest a Tesla, showed up in her driveway with a bow on it. We've had people lose 40, 50, and 60 pounds. We've had people who got completely off of pain meds, changed their job, got a brand new relationship, people who've mended relationships. And all of these have happened for one reason and one reason only. They got specific about what they wanted. That's true. But they were actually able to change their nervous system to allow them to create the goal. Now, here's some of the things that when your nervous system shifts, you get. And these are things you have to have. They're like ingredients for a cake. You have to have them to reach your goal. Some of those things are ideas, how to get it done. That's one of the biggest reasons most people don't start. They don't know how. Their thinking is foggy and unclear about the first step. And if you never take the first step, you never get to the 100th. So you have to have clear thinking. Cogno movement activates both hemispheres of the brain immediately. That's step one. You're using left and right brain and all the perspectives within that brain and nervous system to figure out that one step. How do I get started with this specific goal? Because you do have to start somewhere. It gives you that focus you need, clarity of mind. Foggy thinking is another reason that people just don't achieve their goals. Even if they start on step one, what do I do next? Where do I go? How do I think about getting this done? Cogno movement instantly gives you that clarity of mind. You have to have drive. Motivation is a lot about focus, but more about drive. The drive is instantly open. The pathway for you to get up, get going, and keep going is about drive. And now your nervous system is completely clear. It's not holding you back. It's no longer a governor keeping you under 100. And more than that, it gives you back your energy. Did you know that that governor on your nervous system actually has a big cost in energy? It's really a lot like all the horsepower of your car being rerouted to the door locks. Totally unresourceful. What this system does, the whole fundamental system of Cogno movement basic training, opens up all those pathways, all those neural pathways, and reroutes that energy out of your door locks and back into your engine, creating that motivation, creating that drive, creating that focus, creating the ideas, and keeps you moving toward that thing that you want. But one huge thing that happens when you work with the Cogno movement basic training system is that that goal shifts, because you're on your way so quickly to achieving it that now you can see farther and farther and farther down the road. And do you remember when I said number 2 reason that your resolutions don't work is because it's in fantasy land? Very quickly, those fantasies become an immediate reality because you really know how to get there. You've unlocked your nervous system. Basic training, Cogno movement system, basic training has all the steps you need to change relationships, to change your money situation, to change cravings in your body, to change pain in your body, to change your athletic performance. It contains all of those in this one system. It's video, it's online. You can do it when you want to. You get the balls in the mail. So to avoid becoming resolution roadkill, grab your Cogno movement ball. Get online right now, click below and order your Cogno movement basic training. It's our fundamentals. You can get started right away and you're guaranteed not just to get that resolution, but to get resolution after resolution after resolution. Your life will look different by 2023. Now, did you already buy Cogno movement? Do you already have this ball? If you've already been working this system, probably you're not making a resolution this year other than to use your ball more. But if you've already gotten the results, if you're already seeing the Tesla in the driveway, the new relationship, the new body, the money coming in, consider becoming a Cogno movement practitioner. Practitioner is starting very soon, the beginning of 2022, and you can begin not only to transform your life in a way that you never dreamed possible with the kind of focus and information that you receive in practitioner training, but also you'll be able to begin to help others. Now, people become practitioners for different reasons, some for themselves and their family, others to start a brand new career. Cogno Movement is a little bit different in this area in that we really support you in starting and maintaining that career if that's what you choose. So if you're somebody who already knows that Cogno Movement is making huge changes in your life, we invite you to become a Cogno Movement practitioner in 2022. All right, you guys, again, don't become roadkill. Don't become resolution roadkill. Actually create the change. Start right now. I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye. Happy New Year.